welcome to Adair County High School. Adair County football field is the Indians will host their first district game tonight. Last week was the first home opener. Game was shortened due to weather. Adair County came out on top in that one as they defeated the LaRue County Hawks 14-0. Tonight they take on the Franklin-Simpson Wildcats here, and my partner tonight, Ty Bennett. Ty, a big game, just Adair County to try to stay undefeated and to go 1-0 in the district.
Yeah, and I think that 1-0 in district is the most important thing, John. I think 3A District 2, you want to avoid that 4 seed to have to go and to Union County again like we did last year, and going 1-0 tonight against a solid Franklin-Simpson team and defend your home field with a good crowd here tonight. I think it'll go a long way for the momentum of this season.
And remember, if you're home, the game will be streamed on YouTube. Just search WAIN Radio on YouTube, and Austin Armstrong will have that broadcast. He'll be on the camera tonight, and that is brought to you by First and Farmers National Bank, banking that's reliably simple. Check out all their services on the website, firstandfarmers.com. Also, our broadcasting booth sponsor, TJ Regional Health. Ty Bennett and myself, John Shelley, we're high atop Adair County Stadium, and we're in the TJ Regional Health booth. They provide for the health and wellness of the communities they serve. TJ Regional Health, total local care. And as we begin our pregame show, brought to you by Tim Hardwick Franklin Nissan. The Don Franklin family of dealerships works daily to provide you with the best experience possible while finding the right vehicle for your family. DonFranklinAuto.com. And we're going to talk a little bit about this matchup as Franklin-Simpson rolls in here as the visitor. They're 2-1 on the season. They lost last week, Ty, at Allen County. Maybe a little bit of a surprise to some people, but Allen County obviously has a good, solid football team.
Yeah, and it was a really quirky game. If you look at the stats on the KHSAA website, there's 10 total turnovers in the game. Franklin-Simpson had 3, so that means Allen County Scottsville turned the ball over 7 times and still won by multiple touchdowns. And you don't see that very much, especially at any level of football, especially high school football.
Franklin-Simpson, they're in the same class and region and district as Adair County. That's Class 3, Region 1, District 2. They're coached by Max Cheney in his 5th year as the Wildcats head coach. He's 26-20. Last year, Franklin-Simpson 9-3 overall, 3-1 in the district. Ty, let's talk about that matchup down there just a little bit, not to dwell on it much, but last year with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go, there was an injury that required the ambulance to come on the field. Well, at that time, Adair County led that football game, and after the long delay, Franklin-Simpson broke a long run, 60-plus yards, and went ahead. Adair County was driving late, turned it over on downs down inside the 20, but it was I guess what I'm trying to say with all this is it was a really competitive matchup.
Yeah, and if you look at how close it was last year and just what both teams lost, Adair County loses or graduates pretty much their entire offensive line except their center. Franklin-Simpson loses their leading rusher from last year, but return a lot of skill guys. So I think we're going to be in for a good one tonight, John. It's going to come down to the offensive and defensive line. I think that was the story coming into the year, but this is their time to put their mark on the season so far this year.
And we want to wish your brother, Scott Bennett, best wishes. As Scott's under the weather tonight, wasn't able to join us. Scott, in his words, Ty, this is the game of the season on the schedule for the Indians. The 10th meeting between these two schools. Franklin-Simpson leads this series 8-1, and these two teams shared districts from 95 through 98, and then also from 2003 to 2006. With the ever-changing redistricting in high school football, I found that a very unusual stat, 95 to 98, and then moved them back in 2003.
And then Franklin-Simpson moves out of our district next year. They're the only team that changes. Franklin-Simpson moves to, they might have moved up a class even to 4A, and then Edmondson County moves back into our district next year.
Adair County, as we said, defeated LaRue County last week 14-0 in that rain-shortened game. And we talked to Coach Stonebreaker Tuesday night at Pizza Hut, Ty, on the coach's show, and he just said that LaRue County just really wasn't crazy about coming back over here and finishing that thing on Saturday. Yep. I thought maybe that might be a possibility with Adair County's quarterback being injured during that game, Easton Jesse.
Yeah, and when we were sitting here last week in the press box waiting out the storm to see if we were going to still try to play, I told you and Scott, I said, LaRue County's going to want to finish this game. They're only down 2 touchdowns. We've got a backup quarterback in. Now, granted, it is Lane Grant who's got quarterback experience, but I think by the time we left here, John, half our field was underwater, so I don't know if we could have even played Saturday either.
We assume, Ty, that Lane Grant, who rushed for 132 yards last week, will be the starting quarterback for injured Easton Jesse. And we just want to, if Easton and his family, if they're listening, we just want to shout out that what a tough deal that has to be. His
absolutely.
Senior year, Easton with just a great player, and he goes down with an ACL tear, and it's just I don't want to speculate on return or anything like that, but you just really feel for him because he would just put his heart and soul into it.
Yeah, and he was the heart and soul of the team to me. I mean, it's your starting quarterback. That's the guy who calls the signals. He's one of the leaders on the team. That injury kind of affects the whole team, the morale of the team. And I think it's going to be really important for Coach Stonebreaker to rally these troops tonight and get them focused, because this is a massive game for district standings. And of course, we really need this one.
We're assuming they're going to put a Lane back there in a very similar formation that when we played Franklin-Simpson even last year. So they're very accustomed to what they're going to see tonight. I'm sure. I'm going to throw something else in there tonight. I'm going to say Coach Stonebreaker might have a trick play stuck back tonight or something like that.
I bet he's got a whole card deck full of them, John. He just picks which one he wants to bring out.
If Easton's listening, I just want to say that he was just an exemplar role model, and we hope that we know he will be a part of this team, whether it plays or not. He will be a leader, and whether he plays or not, we don't want to speculate on that, but we know he will be here rooting for his ball club.
You're exactly right. Great young man, great leader, and he's got a bright future ahead of him, whatever he decides to do. And prayers up for him. Hope for a speedy and complete recovery. It's going to be a big one tonight.
Wildcats come off a 36-22 setback to Allen County. The game featured 10 turnovers, 3 by Franklin-Simpson. Lane Alford led the Wildcats with 111 yards on 13 carries and 2 touchdowns. Ty, when I looked at the stats, they only completed 7 passes, but they were for mostly 30 yards or more. So Coach Stonebreaker talked about that. Not a lot of completions, but when they did, those completions were downfield for big gains.
Yeah, and Aiden Smith's going to play a big role tonight on defense. Aiden's got to be disciplined enough. Franklin-Simpson's going to run the wing tee. It's going to be heavy run. Franklin-Simpson probably won't throw it more than 5 times tonight. I'd be surprised if they threw it more than that unless they get down a lot early. And Aiden's got to have great discipline and not start leaning down into the box to help with the run, which is going to be the majority of the Franklin-Simpson attack. He's got to be able to read that play action, and so are the outside backers. They're gonna have to play a big role tonight as well.
And we want to get one of our reads in here real quick before we get fast and furious. That's the referee sponsor, brought to you by Downey's Eye Clinic. Having trouble seeing? Is it causing problems in your line of work? Stop by Downey's Eye Clinic, the leading provider of vision services and vision care. That's DowneyEyeClinic.com. And I got to say this for Jacob Burton, if he's listening tonight, I really enjoyed Jacob's TikTok with Teresa Absher and crew as they entered the TikTok world this week with a doctor that works past 5 o'clock. What happens to that doctor is the staff, they want to get him out of here.
I'm ready for John Shelley to make his TikTok appearance. You talk about going viral. I think you're a prime candidate.
Right, our referees tonight, and we're hearing, this is unofficial, that the referee is Jacob Tammy's uncle, Joe Tammy, is our referee tonight. Welcome to Columbia. Dusty Arthur, the umpire tonight. Line judge, Will Flores. Head linesman, Skylar Gilbert. Back judge, Heath Tarter. So that's your referee and crew tonight for this game. And speaking of TikTok, Gypsy Jolie, they're a big-time, they really get behind TikTok. We want to thank Gypsy Jolie. They're our social media sponsor tonight. Catch up on final scores and what to come. Facebook 93.5 WAIN. Each is brought to you by Gypsy Jolie. That's Gypsy Jolie. They offer original designs that stand out from the crowd. Visit their Facebook page at Gypsy Jolie to experience the beautiful collections. And Ty, maybe I can make my TikTok debut down at Gypsy Jolie trying something on, because that's how their commercials
you would
go.
Definitely go viral.
I could be a model for Gypsy Jolie, and I could try on, mostly have women's clothes, but I would have to have something definitely for
I'm going to hold you to that.
For a man. So, so shop Gypsy Jolie, shop local. They do a great job down there. Let's see what else. Got a shout out to the Booster Club for providing us a pregame meal tonight. A lot of people always kind of curious to hear that. And Ty almost stopped and got me a sandwich on the way, but I had in the back of my mind the Zaxby's chicken strips last week.
Oh, exactly.
And I just said, I'm going to hold out. I'm going to wait. I think they're going to come through, and they did.
You can always lean on them. You can always lean on them.
Not only did we get pizza, but we got 3 different kinds. We got cheese, we got pepperoni, and we got.
They had all the bases covered tonight.
They had all of them covered, and the tossed salad was delicious. So thank the Booster Club for that. And we'll get to more sponsors as we get through this. Let's go through some stats. That's what people are interested to hear for Franklin-Simpson. Brady Delk is their quarterback. He's only 12 for 34 with 5 interceptions, 311 yards, 2 touchdowns. Less than desirable numbers for sure. Right at 34%. So Ty, that tells me right off the bat, we already know they're a wing T team, and they're run, and more run.
Yep, and a lot of run might be from the quarterback too. So not shocking to see those kind of stats from a wing T quarterback.
The run, Ty, with Lane moving back to quarterback, with the absence of Easton back there tonight, we could see a clock that moves quickly with the run game. These games could go fast. This game could go fast.
You're right, and you're going to see a lot of run tonight. The clock's going to run. Wouldn't be surprised to see it be a little bit more low scoring than people think, but we'll see.
As the captains come out here, Blake McPherson, their leading rusher, 41 attempts, 397 yards, 3 touchdowns. Colin Anderson, 25 carries, 207 yards and 2 touchdowns. Lane Alford, 26 attempts, 166, 4 touchdowns. Aiden Jones, 17 attempts, 85 yards and 3 touchdowns. Lane Alford is that guy that he's really going to play a lot of fullback, and he's going to get you those yards down inside the red zone, down inside the 10-yard line. He's a guy that's really hard to stop between the tackles, but he's had some really good games. And McPherson, and for sure, is a good player.
They're kind of like thunder and lightning, John. You got Alfred that's thunder, and McPherson's cat quick, and I have a feeling we're going to have more than a handful of him tonight.
And we're really not going to go through their receivers much. Colin Anderson, 3 catches. Carson Groves, 5 catches. So they've only completed 12 balls all year. So on the defensive side, you'll hear McPherson's name called a lot, and you will hear Jackson Glass for Franklin-Simpson. Again, they are 2-1, and Ty, let's focus on the Indians. I'm pretty sure I saw Lane taking the reps before the game, so we're going to go ahead and speculate, I guess, that Lane will be the quarterback. 27 rushing attempts, 318 yards, and actually I don't even have the passing numbers. I think Lane was 1 for 6 last week, which that's the only 6 passes he's attempted all year because he's been playing the slot and at tailback. Ryder Rogers, I'm sure, will have a bigger role tonight. Ty Ryder back there with Lane. Ryder's a good, solid player, and he's capable of having a big game here tonight.
Yeah, he hadn't got to carry. He hadn't got to carry very much this year, but when he has, he's been very explosive, and I expect a lot out of him tonight.
And of course, Solomon Stonebreaker. We witnessed, Ty, last year the great chemistry between Lane and Solomon. That they hooked up for a lot of long passes last year. Solomon only 4 catches coming in, but remember, we've only played 2 halves. 2 halves in a game that basically got out of hand. So Solomon 4 catches, 75 yards. Caden Watson 4 catches, 69 yards. Jaden Miller and Brylan White each with 3 catches. Braden Coomer and Aiden Smith. So the Indians really have some depth in that receiver position. And we'll just have to see. Coach Stonebreaker is a master at changing the game plan as the game goes on.
Getting
He's great
the most out of the personnel that he's got out there. And I don't expect the offense to slow down all that much. It might be a different look, a different way of attacking, more on the ground, I would assume, than through the air with Easton Jesse. But, we talked about Lane playing a lot of quarterback last year. He really only had 2 primary targets, Solomon Stonebreaker and Aiden Smith. Well, I think a big difference is going to be adding Caden Watson as a target in the receiving game. And we've seen Brylan White step up this year, too. He's got a touchdown catch, at least one against Caverna, and had a couple of receptions against Russell County as well. So
our first quarter brought to you by Taylor Works and Service. It's your local experts in metal fabrication, steel buildings, and certified welding. For precision and excellence in every project, trust Taylor Works and Service. And, I feel bad for these sponsors for third and fourth quarter as their last 2 games have only went the first half. So we'll try to give you all some love tonight, more so than anybody else. But we appreciate everybody that sponsors us, and we're ready to get this thing underway. Adair County in their blue pant with the stripe, the red and white stripe, with the red jerseys and the white letters, and the blue helmets with Indians in red written on them. And Franklin-Simpson, they come out in the blue pant and the white jersey and the white helmet. So it ought to be a game where we can hopefully identify guys as we're getting ready to kick off here. And the kicker for Franklin-Simpson is
Brody McAllister, number 9.
Number 9, Brady, I think, is what I got. Brady McAllister, a sophomore. We'll see. Brady's kicking right to left. You got Stonebreaker deep. You got Lane Grant deep for the Indians. He moves on the football. It's a low squibber. They're going to keep it away from the skill guy.
We need to get on.
It's going to be fielded by the up back. And it looks like maybe Ryder Rogers, and he's going to get out beyond the 35, between the 35 and 40. We'll see where they spot it. So not a bad starting field position on this first drive.
Yeah, good starting field position. I was about to ask John, are they going to kick it deep to Solomon or Lane? And not surprisingly, they didn't. So.
And I thought a very nice gesture is Easton Jesse went out, Ty, and represented the Indians at the coin flip for the captain. So that was a really nice gesture. Easton's are on the sidelines taking all this in. Is that Aiden Smith at quarterback? Aiden. He's up under center. And we
might have already got a delay of game.
And we got a delay of game against Adair County. So Aiden Smith unbeknownst to the radio crew, he's going to be the starter. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty to start. And
John, that's early. That's not a good sign. You cannot have a delay of game out of a dead ball like that.
Indians go with the jumbo package. They got Koblenz lined up at one tight end. They're going to hand to Grant off the right side lane. He's going to run over a Franklin-Simpson player after about a 5-yard gain. That's number 83 for Franklin-Simpson that stepped in. That's Jamarius Franklin. Give Lane the yardage right back to the original line of scrimmage. So the ball's going to be spotted at the 38-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Indians. They've got Grant lined up far to the right. Or no, excuse me, that's Jaden Miller far to the right. Aiden Smith's up under center. He fakes a handoff to Grant. He's going to go deep. He's got Stonebreaker. And Stonebreaker comes down with it. Right on the sideline, about the 25-yard line. It was a go route. And Solomon did a great job at keeping his distance from the sideline, Ty. The ball was thrown basically to the boundary, and he did a nice job at dragging the foot, getting it down. So a long completion to
34 yards, I believe.
Just a straight go route. So Aiden Smith at quarterback tonight probably got Franklin-Simpson a little bit. They're over there maybe guessing a little bit because they've even fooled the radio crew. Smith's up under center. Aiden. He's going to hand down a counter to Lane Grant. Lane, he's got good yardage and good second effort as he gets down across the 25-yard line. They're going to spot it at about the 23. Going to give him 4 yards on that first down carry as Smith sprints all the way over to the sideline to get the play. Indians moving left to right on your dial. So after the delay of game and short run by Lane Grant, Aiden Smith hooks up to Stonebreaker for the long gain, and the Indians get 4 yards on first down, 2nd and 6. Smith up under center, double tight for the Indians. They're in a run formation. They're going to hand it to Lane. Lane, he gets good yardage off the left side. He's close to the sticks. I believe he's going to be about a half-yard short, down at about the 19-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short for Adair County.
John, you talked about just how big that completion was to Solomon Stonebreaker. Just to get the defense guessing early.
Aiden Smith, 3rd, and we're going to call it a half a yard. Aiden up under center. Stonebreaker goes in motion. They're going to hand it same play to Grant. Left side.
Gone.
He's got room. He's at the 10-5. Touchdown, Lane Grant. And give that offensive line on the left side just a big shout out as Adair County goes every play tied to that same side. So Stonebreaker's seen something on the film.
That was absolutely a film call right there. 3 straight counter plays, the same play, and success on each and every play.
That's behind Big Brayton Bennett and Kyler Burton on that left side. Blaine Barden in for the try. It's down. The kick's long enough.
Looks good.
And it's good. Blaine, I know, has made 3 in a row, so the place kicking continues to be effective. And as the Indians take a 7-0 lead, we're going to take a 30-second timeout. Indians 7, Franklin-Simpson coming to bat here on the Indian Radio Network. 30, Andrew.
Since 1926, Grissom Martin Funeral Home has been the heart of Adair County, offering sanctuary for families in need of compassionate care. Their Columbia location provides a beautiful setting where they honor not just the lives of loved ones, but the cherished moments shared and the legacy they leave behind. Whether through thoughtful funeral ceremonies or dignified cremation services, they create a meaningful tribute that celebrates a life well lived. At Grissom Martin Funeral Home, they're not just serving Adair County, they're serving you with care and respect.
So Blaine Barton set to kick off. The Indians take their opening drive, 63 yards to pay dirt. Here's a squib kick. McPherson's going to field it on the 20, across the 30. He angles to the sidelines. He's going to be tackled by a host of Indians right at the 40-yard line. So Franklin-Simpson will have good field position as well, as we'll try to get you a number on special teams for Adair County. That was number 2. That was Brylan White who had the special teams tackle. 7-0, 9:42 to go here in this Taylor Works and Service first quarter. Franklin-Simpson, Ty, noted in the warm-ups, they look really, really big, their offensive line. Here's a handoff to the fullback. He's got good yardage across the 45. Going to be upended by, that's number 22 for the Indians that made that play.
Crowdus.
Deshaun Crowdus. How can I forget that? As I thought I had everybody memorized. But Deshaun Crowdus with a play, but not before 7 yards down the field. Scott, or I apologize, I'll say Scott several times, but Ty, run, and that's what we see on first down.
Yeah, and Lane Alford, who got that first carry for Franklin-Simpson, led them in rushing last week, and we've got a false start on the tight end on the near side.
But Adair County's going to get a break here after the 7-yard gain. It's going to move it back 5. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ty, if you can, help me with that defensive front. I know you're doing stats. You've got, for Adair County, you got Comblentz at one end. You got Jones right there at tackle. You got Crowdus at the other tight end.
I believe 54, that's Braxton Brown at the other D tackle.
Braxton Brown at defensive tackle. Here's a handoff on the right side. Goes to McPherson for a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and medium for Franklin-Simpson. They've got to get to the 49-yard line. We're going to call it 3rd and 6. The nose of the football rests on the 45-yard line. If you joined us late, Adair County scored, marched right down the field. Ty will have all the numbers for you at halftime, and I think 5 plays, maybe 6, to score that touchdown. Franklin-Simpson comes out of the huddle. It's definitely a run formation. They're in the wing tee. They got Delk back there at quarterback. He's going to drop straight back to throw. He's looking. He's getting a little pressure. He's going to throw it, and a great catch by number 3 for Franklin-Simpson. That's Kason Groves, as that ball was thrown behind him for a first down right at the sticks. Actually, about a... They're going to mark it at the 46-yard line. The Indians got a little bit of pressure on Delk that time, but he was unable to get it away.
Yeah, and great throw right there, honestly, going against your body right there. And thought Solomon Stoneberger might be able to break on that ball and get an interception. He's just there just a hair too late.
Alfred at the fullback position. He's going to get it this time right between the tackles, and he's got good yardage. They went right at that Adair County defensive line, right in the first hole, right to the right of the center, and between the center and the right guard. Just that quick Army look where it's a quick handoff to the fullback, and he is a load to stop, Ty.
Yeah, and they want to try to distract you by getting their speed guys to the edges, running them outside the tackle, but then they'll sneak Alfred in right up the A gap, and he'll get some big yardage.
Here's a pitch to number 12 that's in the game. Adair County's done a nice job at stringing it out, and number 12 is going to lose about 5 yards on first down. That's Colin Anderson. It was just a toss sweep, the old Auburn toss sweep to the near side, and give Stonebreaker a lot of credit at that corner spot. He had leverage and pushed the guy back the other way, Ty.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Lane Grant right there. He really did a good job of setting the edge and not letting the ball carrier get his momentum going out there, and it allowed the Indians to rally and gain tackle.
2nd and 15. Here's that counter trade to number 6, McPherson, and he goes nowhere. He gets met right at the line of scrimmage. That's number 51 in on the tackle for Adair County. And try to get you a number 51. That's Andrew Zanotti. And a nice job, Andrew, that left tackle spot. he stayed in his lanes, Ty. It's a disciplined play because all the flow went to the left, and it was a counter back the other way.
How many times has Lane Grant scored on that play, John? That same exact play a couple seasons ago was our bread and butter. This is a big third down. Indians got to get off the field on third down right
Third,
here.
and we're going to call it 15. Here's a handoff. Now Anderson again around the left side.
Great job by
Aiden Smith. He shed the blocker and knocked the feet out from under number 12, Colin Anderson, who had to sweep on the other side a while ago. So it's going to be fourth down, and we're going to call it 4th and 13, and they run their punting unit on the field. Number 9 is in punt formation, and that's Brody McAllister. Here's the snap. It one hops back to him, a nice spiral, and Stonebreaker's going to get away from it, and it's going to hit and roll into the end zone for a touchback. So a break for the Indians as that ball hit around the 10, and it landed pretty soft, but the last roll got it over the end line, and that's going to be a touchback for the Indians when we return from this 30-second break on the Indian Radio Network.
Kentucky Sanitation Services is a waste management company with solutions tailored to each client's needs. They provide garbage dumpster services for your business, home, or farm, as well as a variety of roll-off boxes from 10 cubic yards all the way up to 40 cubic yards. They have containers that can handle any size job, from cleaning out your basement or for a large demolition project. Call 270-634-4637 or check them out on Facebook at Kentucky Sanitation Services.
Lane Grant with a first down carry gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll set up 2nd and 10. Ty, we had about 3 first downs on that first drive. Those are United Citizens Bank first down. They were founded on solid banking principles of providing products and services needed for the people and businesses in Columbia. Visit ucbsky.com for more details. And our touchdown sponsor, that's Junior and Bubba's Barbecue. And just like our team, Junior and Bubba's, they bring home the win every time, made and bottled right here in Columbia. And I've been told just to go to their Facebook post, Junior and Bubba's, and I'm waiting on my sample, Junior. Or if Bubba's listening, that's fine too. But I'm waiting on my sample because I've been known to have pulled pork a lot. Grant fakes the throw, and he's going nowhere. He was able to hold on to the football, and Solomon Stonebreaker.
Oh, my goodness. Coach Stonebreaker's upset.
Number 12, they get into it over here on the sideline, and Coach Stonebreaker has thrown headset, monitor, everything. He is very, very upset as all these shenanigans happened after the play. And I've never seen Coach Stonebreaker that animate about a penalty. That's the lack of a penalty thrown with Stonebreaker and number 12. That's Colin Anderson. They got in a major tangle.
Oh, yeah.
They were WWE over here.
And, John, something interesting to note this drive that Indians have moved Lane Grant to quarterback in the shotgun. We were going under center with Aiden Smith, and I don't know that I absolutely agree with this because Aiden Smith has the threat to throw. It really lets them key on Lane Grant more with him at
Lane drops straight back to throw. He's scrambling out of the pocket. Lane, he's got nowhere to go. He's going to tiptoe down the sidelines out across the 20-yard line. It'll be punt time for Adair County. So, yes, if you're just listening, that first scoring drive, Aiden Smith was the quarterback. And on the second drive, they put Lane Grant back there. It results in a 3-and-out. And so that's going to put Lane back there in a punt formation. I think. I couldn't imagine you going for it here.
You're definitely punting here.
On the 23-yard line. Lane, he needs to hit a good one right here. Adair County special teams have really been solid. We talked about that on the Steve Stonebreaker show. Here's the snap. It's a perfect snap. Lane's got it. Here's a kick. It's an end over end. It's an angle kick that's going to hit and go out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. It hit close to the sideline. They're going to mark it at the 44-yard line, so a decent punt by Lane.
33-yard punt there.
33-yard punt, Ty, but the key thing there is no return as he angled it over to the sideline. So 7-0 is our score. That's a Kane Napa Auto Parts scoreboard update. The Indians lead Franklin-Simpson in a big district game here early in the season. Franklin-Simpson. They got McPherson and Alford back there. Oh, that's false start. Nothing called.
It's Coach Stonebreaker's working the line judge over here.
And that one was obvious to see. He got started about a second and a half before the rest of the line, and now the crowd is starting to heckle the side judge. I normally don't comment on officiating, but that one was Captain Obvious. The young man, he even kind of went down and tucked his head under his shoulder.
The line judge has had a lot of trouble the last 2 weeks. Last week we couldn't keep the football dry.
Here's a loss as Mullins is going to tackle McPherson about 8 yards behind the scrimmage on that fake counter reverse. He was coming all the way back to this side. Mullins read his cues perfectly. Actually, Ty, he came from the other side of the field. So give Mullins a big shout out for the Indians. That was one heck of a play. Sophomore Tristan Mullins. He's getting his start at linebacker tonight. Also, we got a new face out there, Maynard, Nathan Maynard. He's senior. He's playing that outside linebacker position. You got Wasson at one corner. You got Stonebreaker at a corner. You got Aiden Smith deep. Adair County's got 5 guys. They're showing pressure right here. And we got a flag in the backfield. And we had a false start on Franklin-Simpson. And that's going to put them third in Gradyville here, Ty.
Absolutely, John. And this crowd's getting into this game, and you can tell how important it is to the Indians. We see Solomon Stonebreaker after that opening touchdown really come over here yelling and screaming at the sideline, really fired up. And we've seen Coach Stonebreaker on a few different tirades tonight. The crowd's getting into it. Everybody knows this is a big game for the Indians.
Adair County only showing four down linemen. The snap back to Delt. He's going to throw it deep.
Aiden Smith's got
a read on it. Aiden gets a pick. He's at the 40. He's across midfield. He's at the Franklin-Simpson 40. He's going to be tackled at the 30-yard line, and I don't see any flags. Aiden had that read perfectly, Ty. A go route. Delt just didn't get enough air under it.
Yeah, he didn't give that one enough juice, and he threw into double coverage. Aiden Smith did a great job in the middle of the field, seeing that pass and getting a great break on it. And I think he intercepted that about the 35, so that's 15, 25, 35-yard return on that interception.
So we'll see what look Adair County comes out with quarterback. We've seen 2 different ones on 2 different series. And looks like we're going to see Lane Grant back there.
No, Aiden Smith's coming in. Go understand.
Now he's going to move from his slot into the cornerback. Wilson goes in motion. This is a run look. They're going to hand it to Lane off the left side.
Guess what?
Lane
a bunch of yards.
Moved. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. He falls forward to the 14-yard line. So give Lane 16 yards. Ty, it's the same. It's the right side of the Franklin-Simpson line. It's the Adair County's left. They're handing to the left side between the guard and the tackle. And Coach Stonebreaker, he's picking on something.
Absolutely. Like we said on the first drive, this has got to be a film call that he saw something that he really, really liked and a weakness in Franklin-Simpson's defense, and he's exploiting it right now.
We've heard Coach Stonebreaker talk about getting that extra blocker in the run game, and that's happening tonight as he pulled the left or the right tackle that time to lead up in that hole.
And Lane's going back to the shotgun now.
Lane Grant's in the gun. He's going to hand it to Ryder.
No, he's got it. Lane's got it.
Lane's got it. He's even faked me out. A great run down inside the 6-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 5. I thought he handed it, but he kept it around the left end. And that's going to be a perfect situation, Ty. It's going to be 2nd and 1 from the 6-yard line, or actually they're going to mark it on the 5-yard line. So the Indians, with a first down, could get a new set of downs here.
And this is a big drive. Indians need to punch this one in.
Coach Stonebreaker, he goes timeout. And timeouts brought to you by Adair Progress. And Coach Stonebreaker's going to take his timeout, and he's going to bark at officials. And this is really unlike Coach Stonebreaker. You very rarely see him upset with officials. But there's some things that have not been called that he's really upset about. And this could pay dividends later on. Maybe he can get a call.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to what I said earlier. It's just he knows how important this game is and how important each possession is and how important getting a break like a big penalty could be. And, last drive he got upset about some extracurricular activity after the play, and that would have been 15 yards when you're deep in in your own territory and an automatic first down. So he knows how big this game is, and he's got his players back.
Adair County's going to bring an up back into the game. It's like a goal line situation. Maynard, he's going to line up about a yard behind the center and the guard. And this is a power look, no doubt about it. It's an unbalanced line. Adair County's got two running backs. They're going to hand it to Ryder, and he's
that
going
did not work. We need to put Lane Smith.
And they're saying the football, now the back judge is going to say the ball was down. Of course, there is no replay. Franklin-Simpson took off toward the end zone. But I think that football is going to be down. Knee was down, so it'll be second
let's put
down.
Lane Grant back into there. We go.
Big call right there. Ryder coughed it up, and it's going to be it's going to be, Ty, remember, that was 2nd and 1. Now you're looking at 3rd and 2. So the Indians don't get the first down. Of course, they're in probably 2-down territory right here. Ball spotted at the 6-yard line. They're in a power eye look this time. And they're going to pitch it to Lane around the right side. Lane, he cuts it back up inside. Lane's going to get in the end zone for a touchdown. That's a Junior and Bubba's barbecue sauce touchdown. And that first down is also going to be brought to you by United Citizens Bank. So Junior and Bubba and United Citizens, they combine on that touchdown. We'll give them both credit. As it was a first down, it was a touchdown, Ty.
And what a combination, Junior and Bubba, Matt Loy and UCB. I couldn't think of a combination that would be better.
Got a text from Matt earlier. Appreciate that. I think he's probably watching and listening. As don't forget, First and Farmers Bank sponsors the stream. It's on YouTube. Just go to WAIN Radio, and you can watch and listen. Here's the snap, and Barden
he got under that one a little bit.
Kicked one straight up in the air that falls short. He just hit that one. And your score is going to be 13-0. Adair County with 33 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll be back after this 30-second break on the Indian Radio Network.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Columbia is Barger Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 270-384-2457.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
So Adair County marches down the field 2 times with one missed extra point. They lead Franklin-Simpson 13-0 with 33 seconds left in this first quarter. McPherson and Anderson back for Franklin-Simpson. Lane Barden to move on to football. The beautiful night for football. A few clouds in the sky. I usually have game time temperature. I'm going to say we're in the middle 70s tonight. Here's a line drive kick to McPherson. He's going to give a good return across the 40-yard line, hit by a host of Indians just short of the 45. We'll give him the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Franklin-Simpson. Ty, I'm going to say that the big part of that last drive for Franklin-Simpson was the tackles for loss. So Adair County was able to really get a couple big tackles for loss that put them behind the sticks.
Yeah, and with some of the speed these backs have for Franklin-Simpson, it's important to make them make their moves early so they don't get running downhill and let that speed become a factor.
Adair County with 4 down linemen. Now Mullins gets up like he might show pressure. They're going to hand off to Alford. He's going nowhere.
That was Koblenz.
Koblenz, also number 22. That's I know that number. That's Deshaun Crowdus. He was our Zaxby's player of the game over at Marion County, as Koblenz had the legs, and he finished him off with an upper body part of the tackle. And that's going to do it for our first quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Indians 13, Franklin-Simpson nothing on 93.5 Hot Country.
Columbia Pizza Hut prices are absolute trash. That's why we offer coupons, deals, and a reward program. Get 2 medium 1-topping pizzas right now for $14. That's buy one, get one free. Personal pan 1 topping is $7, but on our lunch special, you can get a personal pan 1 topping and a drink for $6. Can I get a oh yeah?
TJ Health Columbia is excited to announce Maggie Stanley, nurse practitioner, is now providing gynecological care at TJ Health Columbia Primary Care. Maggie offers a full range of women's health services, including routine medical exams, annual wellness visits, menopause care, or to discuss your contraception management options. To make an appointment, please contact TJ Health Columbia Primary at 270-384-4764 or visit tjregionalhealth.org.
A great start to this one for Adair County. Now can they finish strong? We're just starting the second quarter. And there's a handoff up inside. And it looks like the football's on the ground.
Looks like Adair County got it.
Pointing that we got it. We'll see if Lane's right. It's going to be interesting. It's a pile of young men. They're starting to sort them off the bottom.
Point somewhere, White Hat.
And they haven't made the decision yet. Adair County's saying they got the football. And yes, they do have the football. There was a long discussion with the 4 referees, and Adair County's going to get the football tie and plus territory here, leading it 13-0.
And they could bust this game wide open right here with a quick score. And I think you go play action and take a chance right here on first down.
I was going to ask you, Coach Stonebreaker, I still think he's got a trick up his sleeve tonight. I've seen him when we played Casey County, when he was over there. He would always have a trick play, a great time for it right here, maybe even a reverse, or they might take a shot. The play clocks do start, and play clocks have worked out very, very nice in the end zones. I called for those all last year, and Adair County, they came through, and that just really sets the field off. They really look great. Here's a halfback pass. Lane Grant going down the sideline, and they're going to cover up Stonebreaker.
And John, that worked last year over in Franklin. Aiden Smith was the beneficiary of the toss and got to throw maybe his only touchdown pass of the year last year.
I see a yellow hanky out on the field. It's thrown right at the line of scrimmage.
They're looking at Franklin-Simpson.
So we're going to get the preliminary.
Illegal man downfield.
So Adair County had a lineman that leaked out. It was a halfback pass to Solomon Stonebreaker that fell incomplete. So 2nd and 15. So they took the penalty. So Adair County should get the down over. Ty, should be 1st and 15. Aiden Smith up under center. He got Grant. He's in that pro back set. Now he's going to
go counter to the other side.
Lane's
and
got
he's going to get a ton of yards again.
He's across the 40.
He might
go. He's got one guy to beat. He's at the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Lane Grant. He broke numerous tackles. He broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage. He broke 2 tackles from the intermediate position of the linebackers, and then he shook off a free safety to break approximately 4 tackles on that run.
And John, Coach Stonebreaker's looks like he's playing that college football 25 video game offense. You find one play that the computer defense can't solve, you just keep running it over and over again. That was just to the other side this time. That was counter right instead of counter left.
He did. It was they're putting Lane back there kind of in that pro set look about 6 yards as Aiden Smith's up under center. And that gives him a little more, he's got great vision as a runner.
Oh, absolutely.
And allows him to cut back. Here's Barden. He's 1 for 2 on extra points.
There we go.
It's long enough, and it's good. And we want to thank United Citizens Bank for that first down. And we want to thank Junior and Bubba. Check them out on Facebook for that touchdown. Also, we've got a 2-point conversion sponsor. I got to go over it. That's Three Trees Church. Eric Gilbert, they've always been big supporters of the Adair County Athletics. Three Trees Church invites you to experience Jesus this weekend. Plan your visit at a location near you at threetrees.com. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and listen every Sunday, 93.5, beginning at 9 a.m. And our scoreboard update is 20-0. That's Kane Auto Supply. That's Napa, Kane Napa Auto Supply, your source for quality automotive parts for your car or truck. They've got battery, brakes, filters, headlights, wipers, and other parts needed to get the job done. And they've been longtime sponsors as well. We want to thank them. Ty, go ahead. Give me a break.
Well, I tell you what, Lane Grant, what else can you say about the young man? So far, 11 carries for 113 yards, over 10 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns to go along with it. We knew he was going to have to step up with the loss of Easton Jesse, we believe, for the season, and boy, has he.
Yeah, and I'm looking at last week, Lane with 132 yards on the ground is Zaxby's player of the game. And if he gets the Zaxby's player of the game tonight, which he's a leading candidate, maybe I can change this certificate to have my name on it.
I was going to say he's going to have so many, he needs to share the love.
Look at where I live, Ty. I mean, I can walk over there and get me a value meal.
Wow.
Here's a long run back.
That's Alfred, I believe, the fullback.
Alfred, as Adair County does not do a very good job on the kickoff coverage. It's going to be spotted all the way down at the Adair County 42-yard line. And, Ty, I'm like you, hold the phones. This thing is not over. But what a great start for Adair County with 10:52 to go in this second quarter. They lead it 20-0 here on the Indian Radio Network.
Oh, John, you couldn't ask for a better start here. And I've said it over and over again. The Indians came out with something to prove tonight. They knew how important this game was, and they've really brought the intensity and the execution so far.
Franklin-Simpson, they're in that Delaware wing tee look. They got an up back. They're going to hand it to Anderson, and Anderson's going to get good yardage across the 40 at the 38-yard line, and I think that's Ryder Rogers on the bottom of the pile. Ty, he's starting to be the bell cow on this defense for the Indians. It seems like every week he leads a team in tackles, and he's just so consistent at that linebacker
consistent and solid. You know he's going to do the right thing on almost every play, and that's so important to have on defense, especially in the heart of your defense at middle linebacker. He's the one calling in the plays from Coach Cross on the sideline. So
2nd and 6, Delk's going to hand it to Alford, that fullback dive. That's been their most successful play tonight. It's that old Army-Navy look where he's lined up just right in behind the quarterback. And
John, I believe that wasn't all. That was Aiden Jones. I believe that was 30, not 33. Okay. Here comes Alford in right now.
Okay, stand corrected. A good run by the fullback. It's going to set up 3rd and 1 for Franklin-Simpson. The ball's at the 33-yard line at the Adair County 33-yard line. And it looked like, yes, there it is. There's a flag. There was a quarterback sneak, and the offensive line got started a little bit early. That'll push Franklin-Simpson back 5 yards as Jones checks in for Smallwood at that nose guard position.
illegal shift. Either way, it was pretty much false start.
Kablitz and Crowdus and Zanotti. Also 54, Braxton Brown. That's really been a big key tonight. That front four for Adair County on the defensive side has really held their own.
They're not getting pushed back, and that's big. I said that the trenches for the Indians was going to be what's going to win them the game tonight, and so far both lines have played great.
So that clock's ticking as we're looking at a run-dominant team here.
And you're in four-down territory here, John.
3rd and 6, absolutely.
Oh,
Here's
and a
the
bad
snap.
snap.
It goes over Delk's head. Football's on the ground. Adair County's got it. And that's Mullins. Number 28, Tristan Mullins. He hops on it. Delk was not looking. The ball basically ricocheted off his shoulder. A timing problem for Franklin-Simpson, and Adair County did a nice job, and I want to give that young man credit. He did a nice job knocking the quarterback off of trying to recover it so that his teammate could come in from behind. That was a really good job, no kidding.
Yeah, and those are the little things that you got to have go your way right there. And John, I said it the last time we got the fumble recovery. I wouldn't be shocked to see the Indians take a shot deep right here.
So Adair County is going to take over on the plus side of the 50. We're going to call it the 47-yard line with 9:06 to go. Aiden Smith up under center.
Reverse.
Here's an end around the Stonebreaker. He's got room. Solomon breaks one tackle across the 40, 35. Gets tackled at the 31-yard line by number 12. That's Colin Anderson, but not before a UCB first down. It's United Citizens Bank here in Columbia. The team out there at United Citizens, Matt and the team, always been supportive, and really appreciate their involvement in Adair County athletics. They're going to line. Now Adair County's going to get in a little different alignment. That's a straight I formation. And they're going to hand it to the first guy through, Rogers, and a good hard run by Ryder. He's going to get about 3 yards.
And John, look at that push by the Indian offensive line. I saw one of our guys pancake a guy about 20 yards down the field.
Number 70 led the way that time for the Indians. That's Jace Jones. They've moved Jace to left guard. Also number 50 in there, Braden Bennett. They've really ran to his side tonight. You got a senior playing a lot of minutes, Nathan Maynard. Nathan's moved to, looks like right guard. And that's going to leave Smallwood at right tackle. Can't say enough about this Indian offensive and defensive line tonight. Now they're going to line up in the old refrigerator series here. They got Fridge Perry in the front. Here's Aiden Smith, goes right in behind Big Jones, and he's going to get a short gain. Just a quarterback sneak around the right side. It wasn't, or left side, excuse me. It wasn't a lead draw. It was just a quarterback run all the way. It's going to set up 3rd and medium. We're going to call it 5. The football is on the 27-yard line for the Indians. And Ty, you said it a while ago, this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, and especially when you got a 20-0 lead, you got to keep your foot on the gas there. And John, you talked about that being the fridge package from the 85 Bears. That looks like Jim McMahon on the little option play, little option quarterback sweep right there.
That was when I was a kid. That was some fun football to watch for sure.
Aiden almost got under the left guard.
And it looks like Adair County's faked the Coach Stonebreaker and his staff are good for one of those a game where they had a infraction cadence, and all 3 down linemen were offsides for Franklin-Simpson. Just a hard count right at the line of scrimmage. What a play, which now you go from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and short. 2 downs to make a yard.
Yeah, Aiden's probably embarrassed by this, hoping nobody saw it. But if Aiden came up to the line, and instead of getting under the center, he got under the left guard, and he finally realized he was under the wrong guy.
Scott, that had to be a mistake. They gave the Indians a first down.
It was 3rd and 5, I believe. I think the down marker
I called it
might have been
3rd and 6, so I stand corrected. Ball's at it's like the 22-yard line. Adair County in a straight I formation. They're going to hand it to Lane Grant between the tackles. Lane might go. He does. Touchdown. 22-yard scamper. That's a Junior and Bubba's barbecue sauce touchdown. Right in behind the right guard and right tackle. And I can't say enough about the improvement of this offensive line, Ty. That was our big concern coming into the season, but they are slowly maturing. They're maturing into a good group.
And they're doing it fast, too, John. I told you they needed a breakout performance tonight, and boy, have they put on a great one so far.
26-0, pinned
they're
in the
go
extra
for two.
point. Adair County, they're going to line up for two. That's a Three Trees Church two-pointer. Visit one of their locations, Camelsville, Russell Springs, Columbia. They're going to put Aiden Smith up under center. They're in a straight I formation. The first back is Rogers. The second back is Grant. And we're going to
kick
start,
the extra point now.
And that was on number 9. Ty, give me a name there. Number 9 moved. Just going to push it back.
Dylan Wilson, tight end.
Dylan Wilson was lined up at tight end.
So we're going to see some distance right here from Blaine.
Blaine's going to, they put the T, Solomon Stonebreaker's the holder on the 15-yard line. This will be a 25-yard extra point attempt.
And maybe we're going to take this over again.
And Coach Stonebreaker is called timeout. Timeouts tonight brought to you by Adair Progress. We want to thank Donna down at the Progress for her support. Our second quarter also brought to you by Grissom Martin Funeral Home. And we want to thank David and Kathy. Serving in Adair County since 1926, Grissom Martin offers caring and personalized funeral and cremation services. They're dedicated to honoring your loved ones with the respect and compassion they deserve. And I want to send out best wishes to Robert Harmon tonight. Robert, I hope you have a speedy recovery as I talk to your son tonight and I ask about you. So I hope you're listening or watching here on 93.5. And Ty, we've got
it's Matthew Magine who's on our basketball
that's
roster.
Mean Magine. Mean Magine's come in to try an extra point from.
Man, that would
have been good for 40.
Lord have mercy.
I knew. I had heard rumors that he had came out late and he was had a great leg. So that just documented what I had heard, the speculation. He does have a really good leg. That ball had been good from 35, 40 yards as Tyler Mean Magine comes in and converts the extra point. And that nickname goes back to basketball. I just thought it went with Tyler. As he's a super young man, really good asset to the Adair County basketball team as well.
Yeah, and it's also good to have two weapons at kicker, John. You don't see two guys that can switch back and forth at kicker too.
That's kind of an unusual deal. As Mean Magine comes in, kicks a 25-yard extra point, and we're going to keep it right here. We want to thank all of our sponsors tonight. Back to that scoreboard update. That's Kane Napa Auto Parts, and let them use their knowledge to help you with the right vehicle parts. And let me try to find. Now I've got it. Donna Hancock at the Adair Progress, your hometown newspaper since 1987. Take time out of your day and grab the latest edition of the Progress, or check out their e-edition on their website, adairprogress.com. As Ty, you'll have to fill me in on that kickoff.
That was Blake McPherson taking the kickoff from the 20-yard line. Indians with great coverage. Caden Watson was down there initially. He was helped by somebody else. I was kind of blocked out by a scrum of players. And the ball will be spotted on the 25. Yes.
Football's on the 25. 27-0 is your score. Delk grows out to his right. He looks down the field and he breaks two tackles, and he's going to get great yardage out across the 35. yard line to the 37. Lane had a great shot at him, just couldn't come up with the tackle.
Yeah, and Crowdis is going to kick himself for that one. He had that quarterback dead to rights and just completely whiffed on trying to wrap him up there.
Looks like Aiden Smith might be cramping up a bit. Ball's at the 38-yard line. Franklin-Simpson going left to right on your dial. They're in that run package, that wing T. Here's a pitch to McPherson. Off the left side, he's got good yardage.
Great tackle.
And he's going to get about 6 yards. Aiden Smith was right down low. Aiden does a great job at going low on the lower part of the legs and upending ball carriers, and he did a great job there.
And if you're watching our YouTube stream and you see an Indian defender tackle somebody by just diving into their ankles, you know it's one person, and it's Aiden Smith. I would hate, if I was playing a defense that had Aiden Smith on it, I would wrap my ankles up with about 10 pounds of tape on each leg and just pray that he didn't try to tackle me that night.
These are open field tackles, too. You very rarely see Aiden go up high. 5 minutes and 43 seconds to go. Looks like Franklin-Simpson's called timeout. It might be an injury timeout. I don't see anybody down.
I sure am confused.
The official said this is my time, and I'm not exactly sure why. But it's going to be second and medium. The football's at the 42-yard line. Adair County leading at 27-0 with 5 minutes and 43 seconds to go here in this second quarter. It's Grissom Martin Funeral Home second quarter here on WAIN 93.5. Here's a handoff to that big fullback Alford, and he's going to get close to the first down yardage, but it's going to be third and short. They're going to spot it at the 46-yard line. I'm going to call it third and a long yard, maybe a short two. Jones comes in. Also, Bennett checks in. Zanatti checks out of the game. Also, number 50 for Adair County checks out of the football game. That's Braden Bennett. The clock's running.
They got the beef package in there at D tackle. Chase Jones.
5 minutes. Adair County's showing pressure. Quarterback sneak, and it looks like they've got it. They got about, and they needed 2. They got 4 right to midfield where they're going to spot it. So, Ty, does this clock start to become an issue because Franklin-Simpson likes to grind it out on the ground. If Adair County can prevent them from having a big run play, there is a chance this clock is going to get close to halftime.
Yeah, and you got to think, though, Indians got the ball first in the game. So this is if the Indians get a stop here, go a long way, because if Franklin-Simpson scores and gets the ball right back at the half, we could have a football game on our hands.
Crowd is showing pressure, going to hand it to Bell. And what a play right there by Maynard. Coming from that right outside linebacker, 56. Make sure I'm right on that, Ty. Yeah, Nathan Maynard, the senior. He makes a great play over there for a 6-yard loss. Where did he come from?
I have no clue. And I tell you what, Colin Anderson is a very explosive athlete, and we have really frustrated him tonight. It kind of showed on the non-called extracurricular activity when he was playing cornerback on Solomon Stonebreaker. He's really frustrated right now.
Here's Delp. He's going to roll out to his right, try to throw a pass, and it went right through Lane's mitts.
Oh, Lane was looking downfield, John. He was looking at that end zone. He didn't watch it all the way in.
It went right through Lane's hands. He is actually camped under it, too.
Oh, my
I think he might have overran it by half a step. That would have been a pick six, no doubt about it. Third and we're going to call it 16 for Franklin-Simpson. The clock stops on the incomplete pass, 3:38 to go, 27-0. Adair County in control of this one. Wasson and Stonebreaker, they're going to switch sides of the field.
Got to watch the ball here.
Yeah, they've got a bunch package in here with one wide receiver. Here's a pass over the middle.
My goodness.
And he makes the catch. Number 3, and Aiden Smith laid the absolute.
He didn't go low on that one, John.
No, he didn't go low that time.
Oh, man.
Number 3 for Franklin-Simpson. Kason Groves made the catch, and he took a
And he paid for it, too.
He took a jaw-shivering hit from free safety Aiden Smith as he came up and he got everything into that one time.
Goodness.
You could hear it up here.
Hey, credit to Kason Groves right here. You got to admire that heart for going over the middle like that.
Here's the snap. They're going to fake the handoff. Delk around the left side. He's going to get first down yardage.
That's going to be close.
Right at the 40. He needed 5, and he got 5. It's going to move the chains. The clock is under 3 minutes. Let's see if my prediction comes into fruition here, Ty. And they're going to stop the clock to move the chains, but they should start. And the referee sets it for play.
I don't believe, John, I'm not keeping up with timeouts right now. I don't believe Franklin-Simpson's called one.
Has 1 left. Adair County's got 2 left if the scoreboard is correct. Delk. He's up under center. And he fakes a handoff. Delk straight back to throw. He's looking at a go
he's got
route.
a man.
He's got a guy wide open, and Wasson knocks it down.
Great coverage there.
Incomplete, no flags. There was a little bit of contact, but the thing about Wasson was playing the football. So give him credit. Good coverage. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Franklin-Simpson as the clock will stop on that incompletion. That play had 2 fakes. It had the fullback fake and had the end around fake. And Delk dropped straight back to throw and looked for the go route.
That's what I was talking about pregame, Johnny. Indian secondary needs to make sure they don't get sucked up in trying to defend the run.
Delk, he looks to pass, and now he's going to run.
Oh, hang on.
And Lane Grant, he breaks 1 tackle, and I think Lane came back and no, that's Crowdis, Deshaun Crowdis, who missed him initially. And give him a lot of credit, Ty. That was a great second effort. He got up off the ground, went back and made the tackle 4 more yards downfield. What a play by Deshaun Crowdis right there.
Yeah, and he's shown a lot of tenacity this year.
Zanatti
really
checks
gets after
in.
it. A really passionate player.
Braden Bennett checks in for the Indians here on this 3rd. We're going to call it 8. They got to get to the 29-yard line.
Let's make some noise.
The Indians got to be ready for this.
If you're looking
this
at
A-gap run, they took all their beef off the defensive line.
Franklin-Simpson looks like it's going to go timeout.
Didn't like what they saw there.
So timeout's brought to you by Adair Progress. We're going to take a 1-minute break. I'm going to take a drink of water. This one's been fast and furious here on the Indian Radio Network. Indians with 1:39 to go here in the 2nd quarter. They lead Franklin-Simpson 27-0. We'll be back.
This is Matt Loy with United Citizens Bank. Although I'm very proud of all the products and services we offer, the best thing we have to offer is good, old-fashioned customer service. It may seem like banking is moving to smartphones and computers, and while we can do that too, we don't think anything can replace a firm handshake and your confidence in our word. When you think personal service and customer-first banking, think UCB. United Citizens Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Do you have a business? Are you running for an office? Maybe you've just got a kid in sports. No matter what you've got going on in your life, Hot Print Screen Printing and Embroidery's got a service or product you need. We've got a large selection of pre-printed items available in our storefront that you can just walk in and buy anytime, including Adair County Indian shirts, Adair County band shirts, and Columbia, Kentucky apparel. So come on by and check out all the great services and products available at Hot Print Screen Printing and Embroidery, or call us anytime Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Let us put our experience to work for you.
Third and 8. The ball's on the 37-yard line. That's the Adair County 37-yard line. Here's a counter to number 12, and he's going to get right at the sticks. He needed 8, and it looks like he got 8. Number 12 is Colin Anderson, their scat back. And they're saying move the chains. But again, after the chains are moved, the clock should start. The scoreboard showing Franklin-Simpson with 1 timeout left. You still have 30 yards to pay dirt. What a great job that Brian Cross and this Adair County defense. They've showed up tonight. They're flying around, Ty Bennett.
Yeah, and this is an Indian defense I haven't seen all year. And I hope it keeps showing up for the rest of the year because it's fun to watch.
Here's a pitch
to
the outside and Lane.
And that great play.
Here the ball's down on the ground, and we'll see who's got it.
I think the ball might have went out of bounds before we.
Lane Grant did a great job at shedding the block and getting his hands on number 12. That's Colin Anderson, the scat back on a pitch play.
And Lane,
unfortunate break there for Adair County ties. That ball went out of bounds, and the clock's going to stop.
Yeah, and
if he gets tackled inbound.
Lane is very fundamentally sound, John, but he got away with not sitting the edge right there. Luckily, he's a great athlete and a good enough athlete to get away with not sitting the edge because Anderson was by him, and he did a great job of getting himself back into the play and getting involved in the tackle.
So here we go, second down. Delk face a handoff. He's rolling to his right. He's got 4 wide receivers. He's got all day to throw, and the pass is incomplete out of the hands of number 30, Aiden Jones. It'll set up third down, and we're going to call it 9. The clock says 51 seconds in this Grissom Martin Funeral Home second quarter with the Indians with a commanding lead, 27-0. As my grandchildren have came to visit me, and appreciate them. I hope they got their bellies full here down at the concession stand.
Who paid for that, John?
Ty, I actually gave their grandmother $40 to get them something good to eat. So I hope she doesn't stick 20 back for the weekend. I hope she used it all. Here's a handoff on the side. The ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground again.
Oh, my goodness. Scoop and score. Lane Grant's gone. He's at the 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown. Scoop and score.
He's caused 2 fumbles on the same play.
The confetti rains on the Adair County sideline in celebration. Pop the cork. It's 33-0. Lane Grant, it was a botched handoff. The fullback dropped the football, and Delk picked it back up. He tried to get what he could, and Delk fumbled it. And Ty, who knocked it out of Delk's hands? Did Lane knock it out of Delk's hands?
I think he might have just dropped it, honestly. I think it might have been a botched handoff, and then Lane caused the fumble, and the fumble just bounced straight up into his arms, and he took off.
So I'm going to say that's about a 55 yard.
I said 55.
Ty will have the official numbers for you at halftime, but Ty is my wingman tonight. He's also the statistician, so double duty for him tonight. As 33-0 here
right here to try to make it 35.
Adair County's going to go for 2. They got Smith up under center.
And we're going to call timeout again.
Stonebreaker's gone timeout. And we're going to keep it right here. The Indians lead at 33-0. And Ty, your thoughts. I'm just going to let you talk a while.
Well, it's been a lot of Lane Grant, hasn't it? I think the score is pretty much 30-0 Lane Grant over Franklin-Simpson right now. The 3 extra points are the only 3 points he hasn't accounted for so far. So this is some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen, John. Truly, I've never seen a game like this. And fortunately, the Indians are on the receiving end of all the good fortune right now. I think Franklin-Simpson's shell-shocked.
They have made their own breaks, though. And I think Adair County, they have there's been more effort from the defensive side of the ball than I've seen here in a long time. They're flying around. Unbelievable. Now they're going to put Smith back in the gun. Aiden drops straight back to throw. He looks to throw. He's got a wide open receiver over there in the corner of the end zone. And I believe that's number 2. Nope, that's Solomon Stonebreaker. Catches the 2-point try. 35-0. Adair County leads it. We're going to pause. There's still 39 seconds to go in the second quarter here on the Indian Radio Network.
Everyone's talking about the easy way to do your banking. And the best part? It's free. The First and Farmers National Bank mobile banking app allows you the freedom to make the deposit right from your mobile device. While you're on the mobile app, you can also transfer money, pay your bills, and check your balance. If you haven't already, download the First and Farmers National Bank mobile app today. Just one more way we're putting you first. Deposit limits apply. Standard rates and fees may apply from your wireless carrier. First and Farmers National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
I really don't have many more words to describe what's happened this first half if you just joined us late, but it's a running clock at 36. This is just an utter beating his first half. That's all you can say.
That's all you can say. I mean, and you can tell Franklin-Simpson doesn't know what hit him. And if I was them, I wouldn't know what hit me either. This is this is just insane what's happening right now.
There's a squib kick from Lane. It's going to be fielded. It looks like Alford.
Ball's loose, and the Indians got it again.
Adair County's got the football.
John, we could have running clock the whole second half.
Alford's fumbled the football. Adair County says they have it. I think they do.
I believe I saw Adair County fall on the football, and it was pretty obvious.
And the officials are going to get together. It was an obvious fumble.
Indian football.
And
oh my goodness.
That was a squib kick. So Alford, he fielded in that up back spot. It was just a squib kick about 15 yards down the field, and he took an absolute shot right on the football. He coughed it up, and Adair County recovered. It looked like Aiden Smith with the recovery. And maybe right on cue here. Aiden take a shot.
You've got one-on-one near side, Solomon Stonebreaker. And number 3, that's Cason Groves. Let's see what happens.
Here's a pitch back.
No, why would we
Lane.
not hand it to Lane Green?
Lane's got good yardage across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. And we got a scuffle here as they're trying to unsort the pile. Smallwood gets up off the bottom. 19 seconds, and it looks
the clock's running, too.
It looked like Stonebreaker's going to call another play.
Yeah.
He's saying we're going to the locker room. And so I think that's a classy move. You're up 35-0. You run the football on first down, and you're going to go to the locker room with a 35-0 lead. And we are going to take an extended timeout while Ty tallies up these numbers here. Andrew, probably a 3 to 4 minute timeout. Just play the catch it. This is the Tim Hardwick Franklin Nissan halftime report coming up on 93.5.
Hi, this is Cameron Smith. I'm a Campbellsville High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning a degree in secondary education. At LWC, I've met new people, become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of the sports programs. Visit today, and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home, too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
At Stotts Phelps McQuarrie Funeral Home, we strive to accommodate the individual needs of each family we serve. We're here to help guide you through the difficult process following the loss of a loved one. We invite you to come by and talk with Jeff Jesse to discuss your final wishes. Jeff will do everything possible to make things easier for you. Stotts Phelps McQuarrie Funeral Home in Columbia, dedicated to providing dignified and compassionate service since 1922.
Business owners, is your broadband service working for you? Or maybe a free visit by our team of experts with over 70 years of experience can assist you. At Duo Broadband, our business team is ready to visit your location for your free evaluation. Our goal is to help make your broadband the fastest, most reliable, and cost-effective, and working for you. Duo's internet and voice solutions are built on our symmetrical fiber network, up to 2 gigs. Business accounts get free installation and more. Restrictions apply. Call today, 877-343-3131.
Let J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosales.ky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget.
Are you craving bold flavors and mouth-watering meals? Then look no further than Zaxby's. With their signature hand-breaded chicken, savory sauces, and crispy fries, every bite is an adventure in taste. Whether you're grabbing a quick lunch or feeding the whole family, Zaxby's has something for everyone. And don't forget, download their app for Zax Rewards. Swing by your nearest Zaxby's today and experience flavor like never before. Zaxby's, flavorful moments, every bite.
Life is fast-paced, and we know you're always on the move. That's why we're excited about Bank of Columbia's mobile app, your convenient banking solution that fits right in the palm of your hand.
Need to check your balance? No problem. With just a few taps, you can instantly view your account balance, transaction history, and even receive real-time notifications about your spending.
Download our mobile banking app and experience banking at your fingertips. Visit our website at bankcolumbia.com to learn more about our mobile app. Bank of Columbia is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you in the market for a reliable and stylish ride? Then look no further than Franklin Nissan in Columbia. Tim Hardwick and the team are ready to make your car buying experience a breeze. At Franklin Nissan, they offer a wide selection of top-quality vehicles to suit your needs. Visit their website at franklinnissanky.com to explore their inventory and exclusive deals. Choose Tim Hardwick, Franklin Nissan, your trusted automotive partner. Join the JL Gate family of farmers and ranchers across the U.S. Their round pins are trusted day in and day out. Now, exclusively from JL Gate, they introduce a new feature, the powdered coat option. Elevate your round pin and farm gate orders with their stunning powdered coat finishes, including JL Gray, dark green, red, and gloss black. Available for a small upcharge. Whether you opt for painted, powdered, or galvanized coating, they are dedicated to ensuring your purchase perfectly suits your needs.
Hey guys, it's Matt with Columbia Pharmacy. We have some exciting news. Century Medicine's customers will now join the Columbia Pharmacy family. You can now pick up all your prescriptions at Columbia Pharmacy, conveniently located across from the post office in Columbia. At Columbia Pharmacy, we pride ourselves on personalized service. Our friendly staff is here to ensure you get the care you need. Plus, we offer a wide range of over-the-counter medications, health products, and expert advice. Columbia Pharmacy, a hometown pharmacy that knows you by name.
Hello, I'm Doyle Lloyd, branch manager at the Columbia office of Community Trust Bank. Whatever your plans for a loan, whether it be a home loan, construction loan, a home equity loan, or small business loan, let Community Trust Bank help. And now may be a great time with loan rates near historic lows. Our friendly, professional staff at our many branches will be happy to assist you. Stop by and see me at our local office located at 1005 Jamestown Street. I look forward to meeting you. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Since 1926, Grissom Martin Funeral Home has been the heart of Adair County, offering sanctuary for families in need of compassionate care. Their Columbia location provides a beautiful setting where they honor not just the lives of loved ones, but the cherished moments shared and the legacy they leave behind. Whether through thoughtful funeral ceremonies or dignified cremation services, they create a meaningful tribute that celebrates a life well lived. At Grissom Martin Funeral Home, they're not just serving Adair County, they're serving you with care and respect.
Welcome back to the campus of Adair County High School, and this is the Tim Hardwick Franklin Nissan halftime report. The Don Franklin family of dealerships works daily to provide you with the best experience possible while finding the right vehicle for your family. Visit their website, donfranklinauto.com. And if you're just now joining us, boy, have you missed some fireworks. Adair County leads district foe Franklin-Simpson 35-0 in a game that we thought would come right down to the end and be just a dogfight all night. The Indians have come out and found new energy and explosiveness and blown this one wide open, 1 point away from a running clock that goes into effect at a 36-point margin. We'll start with some team stats. The Indians, of course, leading the total offense category, 195-78. The Indians with 161 yards rushing on 17 attempts. That's 9.4 yards a carry. And the Indians with 34 yards through the air on just one completion. Aiden Smith was one of two. That completion to Solomon Stonebreaker for a gain of 34 yards. Indians had 2 penalties for 10 yards, and Lane Grant only punted one time in the first half, and it was a 33-yard punt with no return. As I said earlier, Franklin-Simpson had 78 yards of total offense in the first half, 59 rushing yards on 19 attempts. That's 3.1 yards a carry, and 19 yards through the air on 2 completions, along with an interception. The big stat that jumps out at you, Franklin-Simpson with 5 turnovers in the first half. Of course, I just mentioned the interception. They also had 4 fumbles, and they failed to recover all 4 of those fumbles. They also had 4 penalties for 20 yards, and they punted once in the first half for a 19-yard punt. It went into the end zone for a touchback back out to the Indian 20-yard line. Now we'll get into some individual stats. We'll start with Franklin-Simpson. Blake McPherson has 3 carries for a loss of 4 yards total. Colin Anderson has also failed to get going for the Wildcats. He has 6 carries for 7 yards. Let's see, I got to get my roster out here. I'm sorry. Aiden Jones has a carry for 4 yards. Lane Alford has 6 carries for 23 yards, and the Wildcats were led in the first half by Brady Delk, the quarterback. He had 4 carries for 29 yards. Delk was 2 of 6 in the first half for 19 yards through the air. Cason Groves hauled in one of those receptions for 3 yards, and Blake McPherson caught the other completion for 8 yards. And now we'll go to the Indians individually. Of course, it's been almost all Lane Grant tonight. 13 carries for 142 and 4 scores in the first half. Ryder Rogers added 2 carries for 3 yards. Solomon Stonebreaker had a carry on a reverse for 15 yards. Aiden Smith carried the ball 1 time and gained 1 yard. Aiden was 1 of 1 through the air. The 34-yard completion to Solomon Stonebreaker on the second play from scrimmage, and Lane Grant tried his skill in the passing game that first pass as well. His pass fell incomplete. Just to go over a scoring summary, with 9:50 left to go in the first quarter, Lane Grant carried the ball in from 18 yards out. The extra point from Blaine Barton was good, made it 7-0 Adair County. With 33 seconds left to go in the first quarter, once again, Lane Grant runs it in for 6 yards. The extra point was no good, making it 13-0 Adair County. In the second quarter, with 10 minutes and 59 seconds left, Lane Grant busted a 48-yard run wide open. The Blaine Barton extra point was good, making it 20-0 Indians. With 6 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in the second quarter, Lane Grant with a 22-yard run. The Matthew Magine kick was good for the extra point, made it 27-0. And with 39.4 seconds left to go in the first half, Lane Grant with a 55-yard forced fumble, scoop and score, and Aiden Smith hit Solomon Stonebreaker in the end zone for the 2-point conversion and making it 35-0 Adair County. And, John, you're looking at me like you're shell-shocked. What did we just witness?
Clarification, that KHSA rules changed over the past season from 36 to 35. So the running clock
we'll be running clock.
Is in play here. And a couple scores, Ty. Allen County, Scottsville 18, Glasgow 7, Barron 14, Monroe 6. That's midway through the second quarter. So a couple scores that we're passing along.
And those are the next two opponents for the Indians, and we've got a tough road trip coming up next Friday night. I don't want to look ahead. Obviously, we've got a whole second half to go.
Scott Bennett, your brother's been scouting the Franklin-Simpson radio. Of course, Scott's under the weather tonight, but he said that they had no plan for Aiden Smith at quarterback. All the preparation was for Lane Grant at quarterback, and some formations just maybe they weren't ready for.
Yeah, and they would have no film of Aiden playing quarterback because they saw Lane Grant all game last year. So you could tell that they were kind of scrambling on defense, and they just couldn't find anything to stop Lane.
Ty, you know, you think of Steve Stonebreaker coach teams, and you think of teams that go 5 wide and they spread the ball around, find targets, and they play fast. But tonight, he with his personnel, with of course the injury, he's came out in a power look. Now he has put Lane back there in that pro look, and pro back, the one back set a lot of times where he's 6-7 yards off the line of scrimmage, and he can find his holes. But he's went to the I formation a lot with Aiden under there, and it's just good old fashioned run. We're run blocking, and here's our assignments, and you got to get a hat on a hat, and just a great adjustment from him and that whole staff. I talked about Cross. To shut Franklin-Simpson out in a half with the weapons that they have on the ground, I thought it was an unbelievable job by the Adair County defense.
Yeah, and I said earlier in the first half that this defense is playing with a totally different energy and intensity than I've seen from them all year. And you were talking about, Stonebreaker kind of running a different offense than he has in the past. I think it's just a product of him just keeping it simple. Put the ball in your best player's hands as many times as possible. Things are going to work out, and they sure have in the first half. It's just as simple as hand Lane Grant the ball, and good things will happen.
And to piggyback on that, the other guys tonight have been a great compliment with a couple reverses happen, and we got some guys that can run, playing those skill positions. They've just been completely thrown off guard with some of these calls on the offense.
Yeah, and I mentioned it in the pregame. The Indians have dominated the trenches tonight, and those big fellas up front on the offensive line, what gets them going is those big explosive runs, and we've had touchdown runs of 18 yards, 48 yards, 22 yards tonight. That's what gives those big men up front the juice to keep dominating like they have all night.
Let me throw another scenario at you. We saw Lane Grant at quarterback a lot tonight. We saw him also on the defensive side of the ball. Do you get an opportunity now, being up 35-0, to maybe not play him on defense, to risk an injury?
If it was me, I wouldn't. But I've seen crazier things happen. I know it is going to be running clock.
Yes, 35. That rule went from 36 to 35.
But Franklin-Simpson has some really explosive athletes on the field. We might see him for a couple of drives out in the second half, but I don't think we'll see him the whole second half.
Junior and Bubba, they've dominated the airtime tonight as they're our touchdown sponsor. Check out their Facebook page, Made and Bottled right here in Columbia. Sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. And Ty, maybe we can work out a deal with Junior and Bubba for every bottle or so many bottles that we sell for them through our advertising. Maybe we get a little bit of I don't want a cash kickback. I'd like maybe a little barbecue kickback.
Yeah,
maybe a
free
bottle.
barbecue.
Free barbecue sauce. Not of alcohol, just a bottle of barbecue sauce. That'd be good on my smoker for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you got on the smoker for tomorrow's college football slate?
We got ribs tomorrow on the menu.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the 3-2-1 method tomorrow.
Okay.
3 hours on the rack, 2 hours in the foil, and an hour with the sauce. And I tinker with that a little bit. I tend to go 3.5, 2-1 to give them 6.5. That's just my little smoker. It's just I'm very limited on what I can do.
Now, what kind of sauce are we going with? We're going to go straight smoke. We're going sweet heat. We're going sweet.
Being that that I've got a little bit of sugar issue, I go with the no sugar added Sweet Baby Ray's.
Gotcha.
So that'll be the.
And we would use Junior and Bubba's if somebody didn't steal the only bottle we've got.
I think what happened.
Sent from the station.
I think a bottle got dropped off at the station, and I don't think somebody's being really square with me. It disappeared. I have no idea who got it.
I'm just saying Austin Armstrong avoids the conversation at all times.
You know,
he goes missing when that subject is brought up.
He runs out of here, doesn't he?
He doesn't say much.
Yeah.
He's being really quiet. It's got me suspicious.
But we want to thank all of our sponsors tonight. I want to do a quick rundown. Oh, also, we want to thank Duo County, Austin Armstrong. He's listening, Ty. Too good to share. Too good to share. So he's absolutely toad on himself tonight. But we want to thank Duo County. They're not on our sheet, but Austin wanted me to shout out to them. They were here tonight to fix the internet, who everybody was counting on to bring this thing possible. And so they were quick and prompt with their coming and fixing the problem. And I know everybody's very grateful for that.
Yeah, and they wouldn't have been able to see the fireworks in the first half, and we're about 30 seconds from kickoff in the second half. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a quick one. The running clock is in effect. So it will be, 15-minute or 12-minute 12-minute quarters, John?
Yes.
So be about a half hour, second half here. So strap yourselves in.
So Adair County, I'm going to kick off. Franklin-Simpson will be moving right to left on your dial. Blaine Barton.
Kicking off for Adair County, number 11, Blaine Barton.
Here's a squib kick down to the 35-yard line, and that's going to be the fullback, and he's going to be tackled out here at the 45-yard line. He carried a host of Indians with him, and that's Crowdus that ended up bringing him down. That was number 33, Lane Alford, the fullback. He comes up a little bit gimpy. And we do have a running clock. It was just announced by our public address announcer. So Franklin-Simpson that came out in the wing tee. There's a little bit of confusion. And they're going to hand the ball off to number 12. That's their scat back, and he's going to be tackled after a 3-yard gain. That's Colin Anderson, and that was looks like Ryder Rogers. Ty, he does a great job. That was a counter play, and Ryder he's not going to get out of his lanes. He's going to play assignment football, and he's really turning into a nice linebacker.
And you mentioned it earlier in the first half, just how solid he is, fundamentally sound. He's never out of position. And that's what you want out of your middle linebacker and your signal caller on defense.
So second down, we're going to call it 7. They're going to hand it to, I don't know for sure if that was Alford or not. That's the other up back. I think you called him by Jones. Aiden Jones with the carry. He's going to get 2 yards right in behind that center. It's a fullback dive. It's going to set up 3rd and 5.
I tell you what, Jace Jones is coming out, but I'm sure Aiden Jones didn't appreciate that belly flop that Jace Jones just did on his back after that, during that tackle.
Jace Jones is he's holding his own. Here's Abel. Outside run. He's going to get hit. Ryder Rogers.
Ball came out again?
The ball come out.
Did the ball come out again?
It did come out. Let's see what they call.
They're calling for the offense. Adair County football. The 5th fumble recovery of the night, 6th turnover caused by the Indians.
I think Brayton Coomer might have got on that. Brayton Coomer or Aiden Smith might have jumped on that football. But their quarterback, Brady Delk, he coughed it up. He was going to be short of the first down, but probably would have been 4-down territory for Franklin-Simpson. And if you just joined us, we got a running clock here in Columbia. Adair County with a huge first half. They lead at 35-0 as we start the third quarter. Here's the handoff in the backfield, and that's going nowhere. And number 27 is the carrier for the Indians. That's Riker Musselman. Give him a 3-yard loss on the play. Franklin-Simpson's probably guessing, Ty, that Adair County, they're just going to keep the ball on the ground, be very vanilla, try to get out of here.
Got our backup offense we got a second-string offense in.
We got a quarterback in the game. Braxton McKinney's also in the game. I believe that's our junior varsity out there. Or I should say our second unit probably would be the best way to say that. McKinney going to hand it off to Musselman, and he's going to get maybe a yard. It's going to be 3rd down. Yeah, we got a wholesale substitutions. Number 4's checked in the game. That's Madden Moye. He's playing wide receiver. We'll try to get the changes on the offensive line. Number 34 is checking into the ball game. I don't have a number on 34. He's not on the roster. So I ought to give Scott Bennett something to look forward to for next week to find out 34. Put a name to that jersey.
Braxton McKinney's begging Coach Stonebreaker to throw the ball right here. You don't want to get in here just to hand it off.
A handoff and absolute got crushed after about a 1-yard gain. And I believe that was number 34 that ran the ball. And we don't have a number.
See if I can find out for you, John. Give me just a second.
And, Ty, a really good point. I just received a text from a really good friend of mine. Varsity really, if they do come out of the ball game and they do not play the rest of the half, they haven't played but 3 halves the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. Talk about staying fresh. I think we're going to go. Are we going to go for it? Coach Stonebreaker's going to run the clock all the way down and call timeout right here. Lane Grant, the punter, standing right beside him on the sideline. I don't know if we're going to take a penalty.
I'll tell you what you won't see. You won't see Steve Stonebreaker quit coaching. He's in on every play. 35-0 or not, he is wanting his team to keep to task here. As this is kind of tough. Ty, I always thought as a basketball coach that sometimes, when you didn't go hard, that's when injuries occur, like not going. And I'm not saying this unit's not going hard.
And
but
not being focused, too.
You look up, you're 35-0. It's kind of difficult.
Lane's going to run this all the way down.
Punt formation. They're going to run.
And Coach Stonebreaker took that delay game just to run more time off the clock. The clock doesn't stop on penalties either, so.
Here's a snap back to Lane.
That's a
good
booming
end-over-end kick. Let's see if he can get a good roll. It goes out of bounds at about the 27-yard line.
38 to the
So Lane
27.
Grant. And again, Lane.
Mental math. Here we go.
Those are directional kicks. He's not kicking to a returner. Those are kicked with intentions on angle to the sideline, and he's done a great job 2 straight times at that. Looks like the Indians have their second unit on the field. But I do see a few starters out there. Crowdus is out there. Here's a handoff to number 12. He's got a big gain. He gets to the outside. He's drugged down by Crowdis. That's Colin Anderson. Colin was going north and south, decided to plant his foot, try to get to the sidelines, and ended up with a 6-yard gain. It looked like it was going for much more than that. The clock's already under 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. 35-0. Indians lead it. If you just joined us here on the Indian Radio Network, and our third quarter, we have a sponsor for that, Melson Roofing. Get that read here in just a second. Delk rolls out to his right. He's got plenty of time. He throws down the field and
incomplete. Over next to that Franklin-Simpson sideline. Looked like a little 10-yard out route and fell incomplete. Melson Roofing, it's your go-to for quality roofing solutions. Trust their professional team to meet all the roofing needs. 384-5433, our third quarter sponsor. Here's a counter tray to number 12. Oh, man.
Colin Anderson. Going to get first down yardage across the 40 out to the 43-yard line. And looks like Ryder Rogers again was in on another tackle. That's going to go for a first down.
I can't give that one to Ryder, John. I've got to give a shout out to Braxton McKinney coming down from his safety position. He took a lick right there. But he took such a lick that the running back kind of ran him over, but he tripped and fell over top of him.
Here's a handoff to the right side.
Man, that's a lot of man right over there.
He's going to go for a first down, and we got a horse collar tackle over next to that Franklin-Simpson sideline, and we got flags.
Oh, and Coach Stonebreaker's running all the way over there.
Coach Stonebreaker's getting his kids out of there because you don't want a suspension in a 35-0 rout. The play happened over next to the Franklin-Simpson sideline. It was definitely a horse collar tackle.
And John, I don't think Crowdis had malicious intent on that. It was a fullback running downhill down the sideline, and Crowdis was trying to chase him down. Everybody was running full speed. There's no way you could tell that he was out of bounds. I think the parents right behind the sideline made that a way bigger deal than it was, and Crowdis came and Crowdis is high-fiving Franklin-Simpson players saying, I didn't mean anything by that. And I think the parents kind of made that a worse deal than it was. They will call a penalty, and it should have been. But there was no malicious intent.
Ty, while we got a second, the officials sort this out. We want to, again, remind everybody the 25th ranked Lindsey Wilson football team. They play host to Bluefield in Virginia. Home opener tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Time at Parnell Family Stadium. And the Blue Raiders interplay with a 1-1 record after defeating Point out of Georgia 33-20 last week. So we wish Lindsey the best of luck. Here's a handoff off tackle, big yardage as pride factor now comes into play for Franklin-Simpson. The fullback, looked like Alfred, rumbles for about 15 yards. This is a tough situation. You know, do you put your do you keep your starters in and try to just bleed this one out, or do you play your younger guys who need experience and plus you're not risking injury for your older guys? But Franklin-Simpson, they've marched it straight down the field here. The ball's on about the 19-yard line.
And I would be shocked if this doesn't go back to Alfred right here. He's dominated this entire drive, and there he goes again.
Here's Alford, and he's dragging tacklers down
we just have nothing for that on the second string defense right now.
So give him a 17-yard gain as the clock goes under a minute here in the third quarter. 35-0, Indians lead it. Franklin-Simpson threatening to get in the end zone here. They got a long way back. They got dominated that first half, no doubt about it. 44-43. They're still in the huddle. They're in that wing tee look. They got Alford at the fullback, and they're going to hand it to Alford, and he's going to get in the end zone. And he just ran with a purpose on that drive. And Franklin-Simpson gets on the board here, 35-6, pending the try. You know, the one thing, Ty, with Franklin-Simpson really not being a threat to throw the football, really grinds the clock, which is a welcome thing. Here's the extra point try. It looks long enough. Brody McAllister hits the extra point. 35-7, Indians in full control. We've got 22 seconds left in this third quarter. We'll be back on the Indian Radio Network.
Kentucky Sanitation Services is a waste management company with solutions tailored to each client's needs. They provide garbage dumpster services for your business, home, or farm, as well as a variety of roll-off boxes from 10 cubic yards all the way up to 40 cubic yards. They have containers that can handle any size job, from cleaning out your basement or for a large demolition project. Call 270-634-4637 or check them out on Facebook at Kentucky Sanitation Services.
We're back here on the Indian Radio Network as the Indians will be receiving the kickoff. Ty, you got to pretty much watch for an onside here. Pretty much the only way.
We're putting Lane Grant on the front line right here. I think we're ready for it. Lane Grant, Aiden Smith, Brayton Coomer, Jaden Miller, and Solomon Stonebreaker are the front line on the kickoff return.
So what Ty is saying is the hands team is up front here.
And we've got a pretty good second row, too. Let's see, Ryder Rogers, Brylan White, Crowdis, and Caden Watson. And we're going to kick it deep. Let it go out of bounds. Good job.
Out of bounds.
Great presence of mind by number 6. That's Callum Darnell to let that thing go out of bounds.
Second flag on the play.
So the Indians are going to get it in good field position. And we want to shout out tonight to Jesse Bray. Jesse's listening. He just gave us an update. Russell County 51, Casey County nothing. So we got an update there on the Russell County game. Taylor County 28, LaRue County 7. 6:53 left in that one. And looks like Camelsville's up 20-0 as well.
We might make them re-kick this. I don't know, maybe not. Personal foul on Adair County. And personal foul on Franklin-Simpson. And then another penalty on Adair County. They should offset.
Offsetting personal fouls on Adair County and Franklin-Simpson.
So they're going to take it at the 35-yard line if the kick goes out of bounds. So I'm sure there'll be one run in play, and we got the end of the clock. And we'll see what Coach Stonebreaker goes with here. No,
he's going to go,
The clock is going to, it's a running clock, so it will not stop. So it's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. That was a Melsing Roofing third quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break. We come back. We'll have the Barger Insurance fourth and final on the Indian Radio Network.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Columbia is Barger Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 270-384-2457.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
We're back on the Indian Radio Network. Adair County's going to take over. We start the fourth quarter here in a running clock situation. Yes, a running clock. The Indians led this one 35-0 at halftime. Franklin-Simpson's come back and added a score here in the third quarter. Here's a handoff to the second back through, number 25. He's got good yardage. That's Weston Abston. And I have heard really, really good things about this young man. Ty Bennett, a freshman. Really, I've heard mostly from the defensive side of the ball. He's really a really good defensive player, but a great run right there. First down for the Indians.
Yeah, and I believe that's his first action all year, and he really caught my eye in the scrimmage against Barron County. Did a really good job, made some really nice moves with the ball in his hands, and future's bright for that young man.
35-0, Campbellsville leads that game. Ty, they had to get a matchup because Louisville Western canceled.
I think they're playing Whitley County, I believe.
Here's a
broken play.
And Adair County's going to get about 4 yards out of it. Braxton McKinney showing some athletic ability there with a scramble out to the right. And somebody went the wrong direction. And we got a number 34 out here. We apologize to his family. We do not have him on the roster. And Coomer's going to be split out left, wide to the left. As the Indians have the ball, about 4 yard gain by McKinney on first down. We got a running clock, so this is going to go quick. McKinney, he's going to hand it off to that number 34.
Oh, my goodness.
He's going to get about a yard, and he's pummeled by number 80. That's Killian Thompson, the junior defensive end for Franklin-Simpson. Going to set up third and manageable. We're going to call it 4. McKinney. He's up under center. Adair County's got the I formation look. Parts unknown at tailback. We don't have a name for 34. And we got a offsides, it looks like, on Franklin-Simpson. Yes, that is offside, so that's going to be 3rd and 1. Ty, you know, we're going to take a Adair Progress timeout here, but this gives Adair County a lot of options going in the Monroe County game. Really, it's not a district game. You, again, can look at both quarterbacks like you did tonight. You got a lot of options to going into that next week.
Yeah, and you're keeping everybody healthy. You know, like I said, we haven't played. When's the last time we played a whole game? Our first string guys have played a whole game. I mean, since Russell County, we haven't played. Our starters haven't played more than half a game for 3 straight weeks. And you know, I'm telling you, Monroe County's going to give us everything that we can handle next week. Tompkinsville is not an easy place to go play. They'll have a massive turnout of fans because it doesn't matter what their record is at Monroe County. Those fans will turn out. They'll travel with the team. I'm excited to get down there, not only for the football game, but for the barbecue.
Seamus Cook just came in to play defensive line. There's going to
the man known as number 34.
And
pushing the pile.
Somebody text us. Who is 34? We don't have a. I mean, Scott. I'm going to say all the years we've been working together, he's never let this happen. I mean, this young man's getting carry after carry.
I would say that he has a different
number. There's Ricky Roy. Maybe he can find out for us. Ricky 34. Ricky don't know either. And, Ricky can't give him any love on the PA because we don't know who it is. That was a nice run right there from that fullback position. McKinney. He's letting that clock run down. We're going to be about 8 minutes when he snaps this ball. Going to hand it off to the big man again.
Oh,
he rumbles,
big fella.
spins, and bulldozes his way down to the 26-yard line. Gavin Ligero. Thank you, Wes Stevens, for that. Gavin Ligero. Ty, can I borrow your pen? I need to write that on my sheet here. Been really impressed there with that run from Gavin. He got a first down. Adair County's in the I formation. He's lining up as a fullback. I'll write that here on my sheet. Got to give Gavin some love. Here's a quarterback bootleg from McKinney, and he's all the way down into the red zone territory. McKinney just faked the handoff to Ligero, and he come around the left end. Ball's going to be spotted down at the, we're going to call it the 15-yard line. Give him about 12 yards on that gain. McKinney, it was just a bootleg. He faked it to the fullback and just rolled to the left, tucked it under that left arm, did a nice job at getting to the boundary. Going to let this play clock run all the way down. McKinney takes it under center. He's going to hand off to number 27. That's Riker Musselman with a good strong run behind the left side of that Adair County offensive line. And that's going to be a first down, first and goal. They're going to mark it about the 6-yard line. So it looks like Franklin-Simpson just went with some of their reserves here on this drive. Game was over at halftime, 35-0 running clock. Ty, I don't think I've been that excited in a long time.
I thought you was going to come out of the booth on the scoop.
I tell you, the last time I got excited like that, Adair County, I think I described it as they rained a bunch of threes over there at Greene County in the regional tournament. I got really excited that night as we blew a couple teams out. Here's a handoff to...
There's Musselman again.
I think that's Musselman, Riker Musselman, as he takes it from that tailback spot over the left side for a touchdown. So Riker Musselman, his first high school touchdown. Congratulations to him. And Barton's going to come on for the try. 41-7, trying to extend it to 42-7. Here's the snap. Blaine, it's plenty long enough. And it's good. 42-7, Adair County. They lead Franklin-Simpson. We're going to take a break with 4:46 to go. It's just a matter of the outcome as the clock continues to run, even as we await the change of possession. This is the Indian Radio Network, 93.5.
Columbia Pizza Hut prices are absolute trash. That's why we offer coupons, deals, and a reward program. Get 2 medium 1-topping pizzas right now for $14. That's buy one, get one free. Personal pan 1 topping is $7, but on our lunch special, you can get a personal pan 1 topping and a drink for $6. Can I get a oh yeah?
Well, welcome back to the campus of Adair County High School. Indians lead this one 42-7 with a running clock here in the fourth quarter over Franklin-Simpson. 3:40 left on the clock, and it's running as the Indians come out to kick this one off after a Riker Musselman 4-yard touchdown run and a Blaine Barton extra point made it 42-7. we want to give a shout out to a couple of our sponsors, Junior and Bubba's Barbecues. They've got some free advertising, I think, as much as we've mentioned tonight. They're our touchdown sponsor, just like our team. Junior and Bubba's Barbecue Sauce brings home the win every time. Made and bottled right here in Columbia. Their sweet and spicy barbecue sauces are perfect for any occasion. Whether you love the sweet tang or the spicy kick, Junior and Bubba's has you covered. We also want to give a shout out to our first down sponsor, United Citizens Bank. UCB was founded on solid banking principles of providing the products and services needed by the people and businesses in our communities. Visit ucbsky.com for more details.
And Ty, our social media sponsor, Gypsy Jolie, they offer original designs that stand out for the crowd. Visit their Facebook page at Gypsy Jolie. And I'm also a follower on TikTok, so if y'all got any men's designer clothes down there and I can actually make my TikTok debut, that'd be great for the store. It'd be great for the station. It'd be a double win.
I don't know. I think that would be so horrendously awful to see that I couldn't look away. I think it's one of those things.
And you know what? Some of these sports guys, they get paid to do commercials. I would do it for nothing, Ty. I would. I'm a Gypsy Jolie fan. We do want to thank them for our sponsorship. As our scoreboard update, that's a Kane Napa Auto, 42-7. The Indians and handoff on first down goes for a 2-yard loss.
And our good friend and barbecue sauce thief, Austin Armstrong, wanted me to pass along that those of you who are watching the game on YouTube, the post-game show will be on radio only, so be sure to switch over to 93.5 WAIN to catch the post-game show.
And you can get that also online. You don't have to have an actual radio. There's Jones, I think, with the run off tackle, number 14. No, that's Thomas McClure with the call. He's going to get about 4 yards on that gain. It's going to set up third and 8 as number 77 runs off the field for Adair County, Caden Neal. Got a lot of young men in here. Number 13, Braden Stargill's checked in the game. We said Madden Moy is in the ball game. Number 27, Riker Musselman, just scored a touchdown. He's in the ball game. So I can go on and on and on. Here's number 21, rolls out of the pocket, Hines, and he's going to get tackled over here next to the sideline. And with 1 minute to go, there's probably going to be 2 plays left. Maybe just 1 play left, depending on how quick they can get to the line of scrimmage, and they're in no hurry.
Down and 1.
And actually, it's 4th down and 1 anyway.
Indian fans, let's make some noise.
There's a handoff on the pitch. It's going to be first down yardage. Might go for more. And Adair County's going to tackle Franklin-Simpson.
That should be the last play of the game.
I think that's going to be the last play of the ball game. And Ty, I can take it from here. If you want to start tallying stats, let free you up a little bit to get a head start on the addition process. As Franklin-Simpson, that's going to be the ball game. As Adair County defeats Franklin-Simpson 42-7 here at Adair County Field. Has been an absolute dominating performance as both teams will shake hands.